the fall of the Berlin Wall, and the collapse of the Soviet Union. In the closing years of the 20th century, the world watched as an empire built on fear, silence, and steel began to crack. And then, in a moment that would echo through history, it collapsed. For decades, the Berlin Wall stood as a cold, concrete scar across Europe, a brutal symbol of division between East and West, freedom and oppression. Raised in 1961 by a regime desperate to keep its people in, the wall didn't just divide a city, it divided families, hopes, and humanity itself. Behind it, millions in Eastern Europe lived under the iron grip of authoritarian rule, their voices silenced, their dreams suppressed. But the spirit of freedom cannot be contained forever. On the night of November 9, 1989, the impossible happened. Amid swelling protests, a crumbling economy, and mounting pressure for reform, East German authorities faltered. When a confused government official mistakenly announced that borders were open, the people didn't hesitate. Tens of thousands surged to the wall, and in a storm of jubilation and disbelief, ordinary citizens took it apart with hammers, fists, and tears. The Berlin Wall, once a symbol of tyranny, fell not with bombs or armies, but with the power of the people. This was not just the fall of a wall, it was the fall of fear. Across the Eastern Bloc, the flames of revolution ignited. Poland, Hungary, Czechoslovakia, and Romania cast off their chains. Meanwhile, the Soviet Union itself, a superpower once seen as indestructible, began to unravel. Mikhail Gorbachev's reforms, perestroika and glasnost, could not stop the tide. Ethnic tensions, economic chaos, and a thirst for independence surged through the republics. In December 1991, the hammer and sickle was lowered from the Kremlin for the last time. The Soviet Union, once the architect of a divided world, ceased to exist. This was more than the end of the Cold War. It was a triumph of the human spirit, a moment when walls crumbled and voices rose. When people reclaimed their freedom with courage, unity, and unshakable hope, the world stepped into a new era. Not perfect, not easy, but one forever changed by the courage of those who dared to dream of something greater. For more information, subscribe.